بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Respected viewers, recently, a few days ago, I made a post on Facebook regarding local Pakistani scholarship. And in that post, I spoke about, or I wrote about Pakistani editions of Shari'i texts, Islamic books. And I mentioned that many times in Pakistani editions of classical texts, we find some amazing hawashi and profound shuruhat, explanations, written by great scholars of the Indo-Pak region. And these hawashi, shuruhat, these glosses and explanations, they're not that well known in the Arab world, and by extension in the West either, amongst the students of knowledge, amongst Tullab al-Ilm. And so many times students of knowledge, they tend to ignore, even Pakistani and Indian students of knowledge, many times they tend to ignore these additions, and they tend to ignore these hawashi, and so on and so forth. But a lot of times, when you really look into the matter, you find that there are amazing shuruhat and amazing hawashi, some gems that you really miss out on. And I have in my hands this book which I received recently. I bought it from a bookstore in Islamabad or Rawalpindi, that particular area of Pakistan, near the capital city. And this text, this book, is called Al-Irshad ila Tahqiqi Banat Su'ad, the famous burda written by Ka'b bin Zuhair radiyallahu anh. It's an explanation of that by a local Pakistani scholar by the name of Sheikh Faydur Rahman Al-Haqqani. Sheikh Faydur Rahman Al-Haqqani. And Al-Haqqani is a nisbah towards Al-Jami'a Al-Haqqaniya, which is one of the more popular Islamic seminaries in the Indo-Pak region. And he's not only, I believe he graduated from there, and he's also a teacher there now. So it's written here, Shaykh al-Adabi wal-Balagha. So the Shaykh is a mutakhassis in adab and balagha, and I'm pretty sure he's not that well known in the Arab world. I mean, I'm hearing about him for the first time, but he has other works as well. He has written a sharh on one of the abwab from Al-Hamasa by Abu Tammam. This is his sharh on the burda by Ka'b bin Zuhair radiyallahu anh. And I was just skimming through it, and I found it to be a very good and a very accessible sharh of this poem. And it's very, very organized, very well written. The Shaykh's Arabic is amazing. It's written in Arabic, by the way. It's not written in Urdu. Naam, it's a very comprehensive, jami' and accessible sharh of Banat Su'ad. What makes this sharh accessible is its organization. So in explaining every bayt, every particular verse of the poem, the Shaykh rahimahullah, first of all, he does tawthiq of the nas, tawthiq nas al-burda. So he'll talk about the different riwayat and which lafz of the burda is most authentically narrated. طيب. Then he talks about al-lugha was-sarf. So every single time he goes into explaining any verse of the Burda, he'll first do tawfiq of the nas, then he'll explain the gharib words in it, he'll talk about its lugha, and he'll talk about its sarf. طيب. After that, he'll give you the i'rab of the whole verse. After giving you the i'rab, he mentions an-nukat wal-buhuth al-ilmiya. So if there's a story related to the verse, or if there are any particular ilmi points here and there, shadarat from here and there, adabi points, he's going to bring them in this section. The fifth section is al-balagha. So he'll mention some specific balaghi points related to that particular verse. The sixth section is hasilul ma'na, the overall meaning, right? The overall meaning that you've gotten after the i'rabi parsing, after the sarfi parsing, after tawfiq of the nas, and so on and so forth, and after looking into the verse from a balaghi perspective, he gives you the hasilul ma'na, the overall meaning of the verse. After that, he mentions arudi points related to the verse, and finally he gives you the arudi taqti' of the verse. So for example, mafa'ilun fa'ilun mustaf'ilun fa'ilun mafa'ilun fa'ilun mustaf'ilun fa'ilun, and so on and so forth. At the end he'll give you the arudi taqti' of the particular verse. So with every bait, with every verse, he does this. He gives you, number one, he does tawfiq of the nas, then he goes into the lugha and the sarf of the verse, then the i'rab of the verse, then nukat and buhuth ilmiya related to the verse, then balaghi points within the verse, then hasilul ma'na, the overall meaning that has been understood, then the arud of it, and then the arudi taqti' of it. And that's how he goes. That's how he goes with the whole poem. Now, so this was sort of an introduction to the Islamic scholarship in Pakistan. Barakallahu fikum wa jazakumullahu khayra. طيب. Assalamu alaikum.